ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I am your host, Michael Karvelis, and this is Daily Dive. It is Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025, and this show begins now. We are live streaming via the airwaves of North American Talk Radio on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel before you head out for other great shows, live sports, and reminders of what comes next on this show. On today's awesome episode of Daily Dive, we're going to talk to Pat Gregoire as we do some instant and overreactions to NLL week number 4. We'll then we'll get the top 5 list from Joel Watson. He is currently busy, but he once again has provided a top 5 teams for us. And so I just want to mention that. And then, of course, we'll conclude with fresh fits. Before we get started, I want to let you know this show is presented by the event tickets tab found at natalkradio.com. If you want to go to your local or favorite National Lacrosse League event, head over to the North American Talk Radio website, click the event tickets tab, and there you will see we'll be taken to Vivid Seats, and you just type in your favorite or local team or any sporting event or theater, Broadway, whatever's happening in your area, but do it through us at natalkradio.com. Before we get to Pat Gregoire, I do want to mention here that the Buffalo Bandits, the Oshawa Firewolves, and the Las Vegas Desert Dogs have announced that they are doing a Tucker Outland FOMA Cup once again. It's an in-season tournament, which is super, super cool. I'm trying to get to, I don't have the graphic pulled up with me, but I will say that it's awesome that they're doing it. I remember last year, I forgot which team was like kind of involved in it. So like there was like 3 or 4 games they played, and one side team popped up. I think it's super cool that this year what they're doing is they're having just all 3 teams involved and no other teams. So again, Oshawa, of course, with Dyson Williams, Tucker's brother. You got Sean Williams, the coach of Vegas, which is why they're involved. And of course, Buffalo, the team that embraced Tucker from the get-go. So that's awesome to see. I'm glad they did announce that. And now let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Pat Gregoire, to help us react to week number 4 of the NLL. How are you, sir?
I'm doing quite well, Michael. I'm not too tired after the late night with Teddy on our stream, but no, looking forward to talking once again about this week. I thought last week was a pretty pivotal week considering how early it is in the NLL season.
Yeah, absolutely. And just again, OTCB podcast off the crossbars. Type in OTCB podcast on YouTube, it pops up. Great live stream. Second one y'all have done. Very proud of. That was amazing, though. That was you guys go for like 2 hours each time. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think we were just under 2 hours last time, maybe an hour 45. The first one definitely was we were cresting over 2 hours, that's for sure. But it's been fun.
I know Teddy got depressed watching my Colts give up everything to Christian McCaffrey. It is what it is.
I know.
All right. So let's do these 4 games. I know you've got some fun stuff to do later on, so we'll try to make these kind of quick. Vancouver did defeat Oshawa in a game that you were at. Oshawa lost the game 8-6, but it feels like with the lineup change, I know they released Kyle Jackson, brought in Cash Chalk to offense, and then had another guy they signed off the practice squad or something like that. Whatever it was, they got better looks. I know you talked about it on the broadcast. Del Bianco was shutting the door. But was this a sign of good things for their offense, or are we still stuck in neutral?
I guess it's kind of twofold for me, Mike. Yes, they did get better looks, and yes, at the start of the game, it certainly looked like they found their stride once again. When you talk about the changes, Patrick Kaschuk going up. I thought he looked really, really strong up there. Corson Keeley was the other one that they did elevate from as well. Doing a really good job creating space, working hard off ball, working from the inside, then out, all things that Glenn Clark has been preaching, and Clem Durazio, the offensive coordinator, have been preaching all season long. But I still felt like it was still a little bit too perimeter. Like they were working really hard off ball, but on ball, the shots were still from the outside. I think, honestly, it's crazy to say, but 4 of those 5 goals that first went in all over that right shoulder of Christian Del Bianco, or left, I guess, us looking at his right, might have been the worst thing for this team because they're like, okay, our shots from the outside are sinking. And then Del Bianco made those adjustments. But I will give them credit. There were times where they did get to the middle and they had opportunities, but Del Bianco just shut the door. There's no denying and no doubting that their run to start the year, Nick Rose, a historic night from Warren Hill, probably Brett Dobson's best game that we've seen as a pro, if not one of the best ones. And then, of course, Christian Del Bianco. So it really was not very easy start for them. But for me, I'm still concerned. I'm still very concerned with this group. I said it last night on our show. I'll say it again. I think it's just too much of the same type of players. A lot of undersized players that shoot the ball really well from the outside. Need some more guys that are inside finishers. I don't know what's going on with Ty Kurtz. He looks a little disengaged at times. I know this is Simmons' team, and after the game, the loose mesh guys were talking about it like your guys got to be your guys. Ashley had a great hit on it about guys being the guys. I feel like at some points it's a little bit too much hero ball for Alex Simmons. He's just trying to do too much. But I understand where that comes from because when you look at the numbers, he's really the only guy that is contributing and putting up some positive numbers. So I'm still hitting the panic button. I don't think that a coaching change really changes much here, Mike, to be honest, because I don't think Glenn Clark and Clem Durazio are saying, hey, let's set it out from the outside and let's shoot from the outside. That's how we're going to have success. I think it's more of a personnel issue at this point, and I don't know if they make a bigger change, but I do think if this team's want to have success, a bigger change than just adding different depth pieces. I think one of the big top changes, one of those top players at the top might need to get traded, and there might need to be a shuffle that way.
You're going to hate me for saying this because I know you're all about this guy going to Toronto, but I mean, if the Wings do fall apart, what if Rez goes to Oshawa? Just throwing stuff at a wall at this point.
I don't hate it. I absolutely don't hate it. I think that they could use something. I think they could use some veteran presence in that locker room as well. Like, I think when you look at the back end, like, of course they add, Kyle Rubish in the offseason. Colton Watkinson's obviously a captain on that team. Mike Byrne is becoming quite the leader on that group.
Defense.
But they're on defense.
Yeah.
All the veterans are on the back end. Like, and I feel, and I can we have a quick moment of silence for Doug Jamieson? Like, sub 8 goals against average, an 8.32 save percentage, lead in the league in saves, and this dude is 1 and 2. It's just not fair. I feel for him. And shout out to Ashley. One of her hits was talking about Alex Simmons. He said it like it's hard to look at this guy in the face right now. Look at him in the eyes.
Oh man,
the team knows they're struggling, Mike. They know it. They know it. They know it. They know they need to be better. It's just, at one like again, you could talk about the shooting struggles, and everyone's going through a slump at the same time. But at the end of the day, you're professionals. You're paid to put the ball in the net. Someone's got to do it.
You're paid to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I will say, for some stupid reason, I'm still holding out hope. I do like that. And I know that, like, Frick even said, like, they were talking about the Rush's schedule, but Frick was like saying on another part of Loose Match, like, hey, this is the NLL, you're playing the best and figure it out. Like, pretty much. Like, you don't have time for schedule woes or who we're playing. You're paid to figure that stuff out and beat the best players. So I like that part. I'm holding out hope, even though I commented this last time. I'm sure you read it. There was a bunch of comments going on. Great stuff.
Comments
again.
were great.
But I do want to mention that last year, the Firewolves started 1-5, and their only win was against the Rock. Yeah. And last year, what were we doing? Holding out hope. And last year's offense was better. They're in a heap of trouble. And I know that last year, again, they were the ones that had to start fast with their scheduling. Suck it up, man. I can't. Yep. Excuses are running thin and everyone's healthy. I would say.
And here's the thing, like talking to Alex Simmons and a couple of the other guys before, they were saying like we really feel like we need a victory here going into the break. Like we don't want to stew on this over the holidays. They don't play again until January 3rd against Ottawa at home. I think of course, obviously the athletes know better than me. I think this actually might not be the worst thing for them. I think them losing once again, having this time off, having time, let it stew. I have a little bit of separation this week too. Forget about the game of lacrosse. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. Yeah. Make sure you work off all the turkey that you eat over the holidays as well, though, and then come back refreshed, rejuvenated for January 3rd against Ottawa. Because Frick is right. I mean, it's difficult. Everyone has tough schedules. Let's be honest here, but they've got Ottawa at home, Halifax at home, then travel to Saskatchewan, then travel to Colorado, and then travel to Vegas, and then they're at home to Toronto, and then they play home to the Seals. This thing doesn't get any easier, any quicker. So you waiting for like a quick little easy dub is not on the table here. You got to figure it out somehow. And I think the next couple of weeks off here is going to be good for this group. But man, oh man, they got to come out with their hair on fire against Ottawa.
Oof. Let's do the next. We can take our time on this one. Then the next final two, we're rapid fire. We got to talk about the goalie fights. And the question I'm going to raise to you was Rochester defeated Philly 15-11. Does the NLL need more? No, not more rivalries, more goalie rivalries. Because you mentioned last night, Daymud and Hartley might have had something brewing in the June and whatever the crap they were playing. Whatever it was, it brewed, and we got it. So, do we need more goalie rivalries?
I mean, I'd be all in for it. I would all. This is a hilarious comment. I'd be in for it. I would absolutely be in for it. Although at the same time and you and I have had this discussion before as well. These moments are great. These moments are what's going to bring light to the league. Let's not beat this into the ground and overkill it. Like, and I don't think that's happening. We talked about the tweet already. This being an inside conspiracy, like, come on, that had to be fun. That has to be satire. Like that.
And also, absolutely. And by the way, the media, like some of the cross media are going back and forth. People, guys, the hockey fans don't know what they're watching yet. Okay, let them just tell them what it is and don't argue with them. We can't get mad. How dare you? They don't know what it is. Like, give them a chance here.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. Yeah. So, but in all seriousness, absolutely would love it. And even, I'll be honest, like does every single goalie got to drop the gloves? Absolutely not. No. But like even later on in that game, like at the end of the game, Hutchcraft gets a shot at him after the buzzer. And
that was crazy.
And he goes and takes matters. And I thought we were going to have our second goalie fight of the evening. But having these goalies with a little more chip on their shoulder, a little more personality, like over the years, back in the day, you always hear people like, oh, goalies are different. Stay away from the goalies.
True.
They're quirky. But we do have a few goalies in this league that have good personalities, like the Brett Dobsons of the world, like a Warren Hill. Frank Chiliano's not afraid to mix it up as well. So, I mean, Christian Del Bianco, obviously.
That's a whole podcast.
He's a little more calm, cool, and collected. But I would love to see a little more juice and rivalry between these goalies. But let's not hope for a goalie fight each and every week, because then I think it's going to lose a little bit of its luster.
Yeah, and that's what that was my answer to, was just basically enjoy the, like, kind of like the Elijah Gas fight. Just enjoy the extra clicks and views, but show people why the game is awesome. Fights are awesome, and they're going to get people going. But the game was physical and fast anyway, so you're going to love it. So,
absolutely.
Rapid fire here. Is Georgia's defense legit? I know they're 1-2, but they hold another offense to close, and Dobson's still playing well. How do you feel? Are they legit yet?
I think so. Absolutely. You could talk about them having a little bit of a blip on the radar against Buffalo, but I mean, that's a difficult task for those young kids on that back end. First game, banner night, juices, and you could tell like they actually started the game well, and then eventually the Bandits took over. But they looked outstanding at home against Oshawa, and then going, traveling across the country into Saskatchewan against a very, very good Saskatchewan offense as well. Let's be quite fair. It's not like they're going up against a struggling Oshawa offense. They went up against, the team that was one win away from denying Buffalo of creating something special. I think this defense is creating something special right now. Michael Grace has been unbelievable, been blown away with how good he's been. I'm always such a huge fan of Jeff Henrik. He is a guy that if I could have 10 or 11 Jeff Henriks on my back end, I'd take them all. Jacob Hickey is an electric player out the back door, pushing it in transition. Ben Trumbull, again, another great young piece. I really feel like, we're seeing some emergence. A guy like Liam McGraw, very, very strong. Jeremy Phoenix made his debut at the faceoff dot. They've got a lot of young guys back there, guys. And then, of course, but we can't forget it. Like the leader of this group is Jordan McIntosh, who is the captain. He's one of the best two-way players that the game has ever seen. And I think he's a guy that's going to be able to teach some of those Ben Trumbulls and some of those Kickies and the Graces of the world, kind of show them the ropes, what it means to be an all-around player. And one other guy I'll throw out there as well is Kaysen Tarbell, obviously an older guy on that group, but I thought his last game, he was superb and all over the floor. I think he's kind of a little bit of a resurgent after maybe a little bit of a down year last season.
I wonder if there's like Liam McGraw, like does he coach Kai? Like how does that work?
I wouldn't be. I think he is living down in Market. So
jeez.
Shout out Liam. Shout out Hatchet Lake, Nova Scotia. Liam McGraw, one of the few players from the East Coast playing in the National Lacrosse League.
The actual East Coast.
Yeah, exactly. I know some folks in Halifax would love for Liam McGraw to make it home in Halifax for the T-Birds one day. Not going to happen, guys.
Nope.
Not going to happen. Maybe when he's older and he becomes an unrestricted free agent, but he's going to be down in Georgia for a long time.
Thank you. My answer to that is yes, because I said if Georgia makes the playoffs, I wouldn't mind a good defense. And so far through 3 games, it looked okay. If Lyle and Shane in the offense figured out, we're golden. But that's like half the teams in the league right now. All right.
Yeah, and I wanted to keep it positive because the offense is a problem, and maybe that's a conversation you and I can have. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay.
But that's a conversation we can have for another time. I just want to remind you, though, Mike, I did say if Georgia can hold teams around that 10 goal mark, I said that's going to be a recipe for success.
9-9?
They held the team to 7 and they still lost. So the offense has to do their job. There's no doubt about that.
Correct. Finally, Ottawa lost to Vegas 10-9. Vegas did blow a 9-1 lead, but they did win. Did Vegas prove anything?
Yes, they proved that this team is different than years past.
Sure.
It's not because Kel's, stuffed it to me pretty good after I went scorched earth on him on the podcast. Not that, the fact that their defense looked really good in that first half. For me, the old Vegas team, if they were to, first off, that team's not getting a 9-1 lead. Let's be quite frank.
Good point.
They don't have an offensive punch to even get to that.
They're down 9-1. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're down 9-1, and they're the ones trying to claw back. If they, in years past, blew a 9-1 lead, they're probably losing that game, and they're probably losing by a couple, and it just snowballs, and the sky is falling, and they're panicking, and maybe they're taking dumb penalties, and, the defense looks out of sorts, and the offense is sorting things. Despite them blowing that lead, they still looked calm. cool and collected the entire time. Maybe they needed to
Correct.
panic a little more
Sure.
and have that sense of urgency a little more. But when push came to shove, the veterans stepped up. Mitch Jones scores a big goal. And I just feel like this team has more poise, more veteran leadership, more experience. And I think it's going to be a bit of a grind at times. If Landon Kells can play like that, this team's going to win a lot of lacrosse games. But we have to see more than just one game from Kells before we can say, all right, the goaltending is solved. Like, I'll give him his praise for a great game, Mike. But we need to see a few in a row before we can start crowning him.
Which is why I said no, they didn't prove anything. Because honest to God, I actually looked at my stats. I have these counted, and then I'll let you go here. I've had Landon Kells a couple of times winning my 3 stars, so this is nothing new to me. Like, I'm kind of like Warren Hill. I'm kind of used to a couple of good games here and there. I need 4 or 5 in a row, and then we can talk about you.
Well, they've got the great challenge coming up here. 2 road games, one against Toronto, one against Buffalo. I think and I like this comment here.
You said Toronto last night too. If they can do something, yeah.
I think Toronto, but I think if you can split, if you lose to Toronto and then beat Buffalo in Buffalo, like, okay, then yes,
but
you're
close
legit.
though. I need close games.
Yes. I think if you can go 1-1 over the next 2 against 2 very strong teams and 2 buildings that over the years have been proven to be really difficult to play in, then I think we can start talking about Vegas being legit.
Love it. And then this is just evil. This is just an evil comment.
Good Lord. I mean, well, I talked about it yesterday too. I put him on my naughty list.
Yeah.
I think on the broadcast this weekend, we might be talking about some New Year's resolutions. He might be making an appearance there as well. So here's the thing though. You said it. He's going to be fine. And I do agree with you. I think our expectations of Lyle Thompson being that 100+ point getter might be behind us, but that doesn't mean he's still not an elite player, right?
Correct. That's what I said. Like, I haven't seen it since I started the show, but he still can get 80 or 90 points. That's fine.
Yeah, of course. But I just but he's not at the rate he's at right now. He's not getting 100. He's getting 50? 60. Like he's 50. I think his pace right now is like 34, but I mean, that's not going to happen, but he'll pick it up. I know he'll pick it up, but it's got to be sooner rather than later.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Michael.
Have a good weekend, sir. We will not see you Friday. We will ask for your best bets, though, and we're excited for those. Tell the Polar Bears we send our best, and tell Teddy have fun. And have fun with Pete Dalladay.
Yes, first game with Pete. We're excited for it. I'm curious to see what he's going to look like. He might show up in a full-blown Santa suit, an elf costume. I don't know, but he's going to be dialed, looking ready to go. And here's my best bet for the week. Pete Dalladay to win Fresh Fits. That's my best bet.
Thank you, Pat. Have a good one, man.
See ya.
Hey, see, this is what friends are for. Now, that was fun. Again, what is your take for these questions, guys? You got Oshawa is a sign of a better offense or same old, same old? Does the NLL need more goalie-based rivalries? Is Georgia's defense legit? And did Las Vegas prove anything? All right, when we come back, I'll give you Joe Watson's top 5 teams, and don't go anywhere because we're going to get to Fresh Fits as well, including the broadcasters. It was tough this week. We'll be right back. Daily Dive. Bye.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Happy holidays from Jeff Beck Health and Wellness. And you're seeing this on North American Talk Radio because the network is near and dear to my heart, kind of a passion project. I'm hoping you're having a great holiday season. Hopefully it's not too cold where you're at. The snow has melted here in Ohio. You can see in the background. But I wanted to extend a warm welcome and let you know that, if you're dealing with weight management, behavioral change, stress, depression, relationship issues. I am a certified health and wellness counselor trained via Cornell and Yale, and I am a nutritional coach trained via the NASM. And I would love to extend an opportunity for you to reach out. JeffBeckWellness.com is my website, or JeffBeck101021 @gmail.com is my email. We're offering a free initial consultation, no charge to you. Once we go into full counseling, I can help you submit that to your insurance company or your employer. Many employers reimburse for these types of services. So, we all deal with things from time to time. Please reach out, JeffBeckWellness.com, or email me, JeffBeck101021 @gmail. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're enjoying the current programming you're watching on North American Talk Radio. Keep your head up. Be friendly. Be happy. And again, I hope it's a great winter for you and a great holiday season. Take care.
Welcome back to Daily Dive. We just talked to Pat Gregoire here on this Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. Hope you're having a great and safe time out there. Pat Gregoire talked to us about week 4 instant/overreaction. So we had some fun there. Now it's time to get to Joel Watson's top 5 NLL teams. There is another shakeup, not a big one, but big enough. Halifax Thunderbirds have now dropped to number 2, probably the results of not playing this past weekend. Rochester jumps up to number 1. Vancouver, Buffalo stay 3 and 4. Vancouver did get a win, though, and the Rush are up to number 5 after a 7-4 victory over the Georgia Swarm. Of course, Joel Watson joins us most Tuesdays whenever his work schedule allows, for goalie breakdowns and, of course, his top 5 teams. And, of course, again, the goalie performances from this weekend. I would have loved to get his thoughts on the goalies, on the goalie fights with Rylan Hartley and Nick Demude. I will have to make a mental note of that to ask Joel if he comes on next week, hey, what happened there? And ask Joel, would he have engaged in a goalie fight? And has he ever been in one? I'm just wondering. But yeah, Joel Watson, we appreciate him for his time with us. And now again, Rochester, Halifax, the shakeup up top, and then Vancouver and Buffalo, and of course Saskatchewan has entered the chat. What is your top 5? And I believe the NLL should be releasing their top 8 by the fans. Okay, so that will be at noon Eastern. So in 91 minutes is the deadline for the StubHub Power Rankings by the fans. I love that they're doing that. It feels like StubHub is definitely a better partnership than Gatorade Canada. But yeah. Oh, Joel fought Hartley back in 2017. Dude, Hartley fights everybody. That's incredible. That is unbelievable. Thank you, Pat, for that. Sweet. All right. We'll take one more quick commercial break. Stay tuned for Fresh Fits. It's going to be a good one. A lot of great-looking suits. And, of course, the broadcaster fits. Oh, boy, it was tough to choose. One must prevail. And fresh kicks? Interesting. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to wrap it up next.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
reminder that Fresh Fits is presented by Box Lacrosse Time, a new merchandise line by Daily Dive. It's available in shirts and mug form in the beautiful digital print formats. Again, Box Lacrosse Time. Get your shirts or mug today. It's now time for Fresh Fits, baby. Cannot wait for these. Bam! We're starting off with Ryan Keenan. This was a video, full disclosure. But the Rush, they love to make things interesting. Even when they post their Fresh Fits, they like to be stingy. But Ryan Keenan, nice enough. Good for you. Moving on. Georgia, once again, posted 2 people. Couldn't resist, though. Seth Van Scheppen with the nice red velvet colored vest there. You also have the white dress shirt behind it, and of course the gray suit jacket or sport coat to match it. Great work there by Van Scheppen. Would have loved to see if it was a full gray suit or how he finished off with those shoes. Who cares? We're good. Seth Van Scheppen, shout out to you. All right, Philadelphia. This is interesting. You've got a few players to choose from. I personally like Isaiah Davis-Allen. I don't see any Joe Terrence, which makes me very sad, but we're going with Deacon, that's right, Deacon with an A, with, again, the nice, it's not maroon, it's not red, it's a little bit in between that. Great fit there from Deacon Knott. The Wings just love to make it hard on me as well. They were so good the past few seasons, but as I've said before, Joe Tsai helped the team for another year. He did not pay for a social media person, apparently. All right, next up. Jackson Fridge of the Oshawa Firewolves. Now, this one's hard to see because he's covered by its stuffy, but I see you. Gingerbread Man beer? I didn't notice the beer. What an interesting... I did not notice the alcohol right there. You got like, maybe it's root beer? I don't know. Looks like Gingerbread Man with candy canes and then whatever the beverage is there. But Jackson Fridge does win it. And in the background, you can see Dyson Williams. I love the teddy bear talk, man. It provides content in so many different ways. All right, next up. Now, Vancouver Warriors, Jesse King. There's Jeff Cornwall smiling. Jeff Cornwall's always smiling, by the way. So is Jesse King, apparently. Jesse, I love this. Really nice festive tie. So close to winning it. But Mr. Transition himself, Shane Simpson. Got to give it to him, man. The color coordination on this is amazing. You've got the white pop dress shirt. And I'm a sucker for ties, but the white dress shirt works here with the frosty blue plaid shirt. Sport coat, navy blue pants, socks. We love socks. Nice shoes, those brown shoes. Very color coordinated again. Jesse King was nice. Shane Simpson a little bit nicer. Give it to him. And Chase Fraser, you see right here, the dogs reposted it. Chase Fraser liked it. There you go. Friend of the show, by the way. Chase, you know we don't like ankles. We will forgive you. Nice. I feel like hey, listen, man. It's clear which teams pay their players more. And I know Fraser came from Buffalo, but man, the boys were looking dapper. Chase Fraser was just the best dressed one for Las Vegas. That's now 2 wins for Fraser for Las Vegas. He now leads that pack. Get it, pack? All right. Sean Fraser, Pat Gregoire. This is tough. Fraser, I've seen him wear this shirt before, I believe. I don't know how he gets... There's Cody Jansen. I don't know how on earth they don't make him wear a tie. It's still a nice shirt and suit tie and shirt and suit jacket combo. But again, it's not Pat Gregoire. Even with the makeup, which we don't... Poor guy. I love this suit. The greenish... It's like a green tint. There's my laptop. that you're actually recording this on right now. There's Matt Cullen. He looks like, man, I wish I was wearing something nice right now, but wow. Pat Gregoire, green suit, can't beat it. Good for him. Again, Fraser, I like this, but I've seen it before, and Pat Gregoire with the tie. Again, I don't know why Fraser's allowed to do what he does, but he does. Is what it is. There's your Fresh Fits. Again, a segment where I just have fun with well-dressed people, even though I myself could not pull most of it off, but there you go. Is there footage of the Joel Watson fights? I don't know where Loose Mesh is posting this, but it's not in the comments, that's for sure. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching today's show. Reminder that you can find us on social media at Daily Dive LAX to interact with the fans on Twitter/X or Instagram. I will post more reels today along with Joel Watson's top 5. I've been kind of lax on that stuff. I'll be fine. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. And again, if you're new to the show, we will have a show Thursday as well and Friday. We're not stopping. We are Team Never Stop here. I just made that up. But yeah, Daily Dive will continue as always. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel as always. We're not doing this. Yeah, I don't have time to post that. I don't have time to post it on the show right now. I figure Lax Tilly, man. Up here, I'll do this for you guys if you want to do this. Here is the username on Instagram for those fights. And maybe I can share it on the Instagram story, but Lax Tillyman is who usually posts that stuff. I'm not pulling it up right now. I'm not doing that. The show's over. How would I even do that? We'll do it next time. Maybe. Have a great day, everybody. This has been Daily Dive. Adios.